Hey guys, so today's video is a really crazy one. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. I have never been so nervous to film a video in my life. And I'm filled with so many emotions and I don't even know where to start. I have been hinting for a while that I was working on something that was not a collab, and I was mainly dropping hints on Twitter and Instagram, but every time I wore a nail polish that I'm gonna talk about today, I would write in the description box that I couldn't tell you what it was yet, but that it wasn't a collab. And a lot of you guys caught on really quickly. Most of you knew. You knew. And that's what this video is about today. So we are gonna discuss these. Holy crap. It is official. I have come out with my very own brand, my very own nail polish line. This is not a collab with a nail polish company. I know a lot of you guys were kind of commenting on Instagram like, I thought you said you were giving collabs a break for a while, but I mean I am giving collabs a break for a little while. And I'm doing this. I'm doing KL Polish, which is the name of the brand. I don't even know. Like, I feel like I have so much information. I don't know where to start. I had to give myself a little bit of a pep talk in the mirror today. Like, please don't cry in this video. Just don't cry in this video. People are over you crying. You cry in every video. But I can't make any promises. I can't believe I'm finally able to sit down and talk to you guys all about KL Polish. I'm gonna give you guys so much information. I know there's so many questions. I'm gonna discuss each color, the names, all that. I know all the stuff you wanna know. And I'm gonna insert some swatches and some close-ups, you know, all the good stuff. I will leave little notes in the description box if you want to see specific things, because I know this video is going to be long. So as a lot of you guys know, I have had the most amazing opportunities working with different brands. All thanks to you guys. I've been able to collab with all the brands I have because of you guys. You opened those doors for me and I will forever be thankful for that, because without my subscribers, I really wouldn't have the opportunities I have. So thank you always for that. And creating products was just so much fun for me. And creating Lumiere, like the process was something I had never done before, and it just, I feel like it lit a fire in my soul. It was something I loved so much. I took so much, like, it brought so much joy to my life, and all I was doing was creating a shade and a name, and I didn't realize how much I loved it until I was doing it, which I guess is why I've collabed with so many brands. And I've created like a ton of lippies with ColourPop and Miami Fever and Havana Nights with Ofra and my MAKEUPGEEK palette and my Morphe palette. Like, those projects, the process just made me realize that it's something that I wanted to do as well. It's something that I wanted to do on my own as well. It was just so much fun, and especially interacting with my subscribers, seeing you guys wearing my eyeshadow palette or seeing the highlights on your face. It brought so much happiness to my life knowing that you loved a product that I made or that I created the shade, you know what I mean. It was a great feeling, and I knew it's something I wanted to pursue. And I know immediately everybody's first thought would be like, oh, your own makeup brand. I have a beauty channel where I do makeup, so it would only make sense for me to have a makeup brand. And don't get me wrong, that's not something I am keeping off the table. If it's something I can do in the future, I don't see why not, but it's not something I wanted to do right now. I always saw myself owning a makeup brand. I mean, after I started YouTube, of course, like, I grew a passion for that, and I always saw myself having a makeup line, but it was always kind of like in the future. It was always like years away. It was not something I wanted to do right now. It's not something that's on my mind, I have to be honest. It really isn't. I am focused on KL Polish. And it kind of hit me one day when I was doing my nails in the kitchen. I always do my own nails. I'm not perfect at doing my nails, by the way. I am not a professional manicurist. I'm just a girl who loves freaking nail polish, and that's the only way I could describe it. And it was so funny because my mom was actually the one who came up with the idea. We were sitting in my kitchen and I was painting my nails, and I was telling her that I had so much fun with collabs, and I would love to just create something for my subscribers that totally 100% came from me. You know, my own formula. And I was telling her all of this while I was painting my nails, and she was just kind of staring at me like, you have always been obsessed with nail polish. She said that in Spanish, but you know. She's like, you have a million freaking nail polishes in your closet. Constantly changing your nail polish. You're constantly talking about nail polish. It's not something I talk about so much on my channel, but in real life, I have an addiction to nail polish. I do. I have since I was a little girl. And as she was explaining it to me, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, yes. Why didn't I think of this myself? I know what I love. I know the formulas that work for me. I love working with different colors. Like, I just love creating stuff, and I really couldn't think of a more perfect thing. So I did what I had to do to make it happen, and here we are. I got together with like my management team, told them this crazy idea, and we made it happen. They helped me out with like the business sides of things. They helped me find a manufacturer. They did my photo shoot. They did all of that, but this is my brand. I know a lot of people were confused confused, wondering if it was like some sort of collab, but it's not. It is 100% KathleenLights, which is what KL stands for. Obviously, I know I didn't have to explain that to some of you, and I am truly so proud of it. I'm so happy with everything. It was such a long process, but it was so fun. I designed the bottles, picked the logo, the formula, the colors, literally everything. I tested out a few formulas before I found the one that I really loved, and I love it. I will go into every single shade, every single detail of each shade in just a minute, but I will let you guys know that KL Polish officially launches on December 5th. I will have the website linked down below. Oh yes, there's a website. I mean, of course there's a website. I have so much I have to say and I don't even know what to say. Okay. So the website is klpolish.com. I will leave it down below. All 6 shades are on the website now to pre-order. There's only one that is sold out for pre-order, and that is the shade ZOEY. I'll show you in a second. If you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, you probably don't follow me on social media besides YouTube, so I'm so sorry if I'm confusing you. But pre-sales went up a few days ago, and ZOEY is officially sold out for pre-sale. All of the other shades are still available, but all 6 will be available on December 5th when they like officially launch. We wanted to do a pre-sale because we wanted to see the response, and since it was like the first official launch of a new brand, we wanted to see how that was gonna go. But we do have ZOEY in stock for December 5th. All 6 shades will be available on December 5th. But for those of you who do want to pre-order, the link is down below. You should be receiving your polishes the week of the 5th, earlier than everybody else who orders it like on actual launch day. If you don't follow any of KL Polish social medias, you totally should. It's KL Polish on everything, on Twitter, on Snapchat, and on Instagram. We haven't really done anything with Snapchat yet. I'm working on that. We have a team that runs those accounts. It's not actually like me running everything. That would be insane. There are other people working on the Twitter and on the Instagram, just in case you have any questions you need to be answered. But also, of course, I mean, we have a customer service email. I mean, all of that is on the website. I will link it below. If you have a question in your mind, check the website first because it might be answered in the FAQ section. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get into the colors now. I just wanted to tell you kind of like the origin of KL Polish, how it came to be. So this is what the bottle looks like. I went with this style bottle. I mean, I was going back and forth for a while. I didn't want the bottle to be like really bulky or big. I wanted something that can store easily. I wanted a simple, sleek bottle, and I wanted it to have kind of like a thick glass on the bottom. And I knew 1000% that I wanted a soft touch cap. If you don't know what soft touch means, it pretty much is the Nars style packaging. It feels kind of rubbery to the touch. I knew I wanted a cap like that because I love the look of matte black, but on top of that, it's really easy to open your nail polish bottle if you have something to grip on, versus if it was a shiny cap that's slippery, it's not so easy to open your bottle. And sometimes when you have nail polish for a long time, it's hard to open. The cap is probably my favorite thing about, no, the brush is my favorite thing, but I really love the cap on these bottles. I'm someone who just likes a clean, sleek look, and I think that's what this bottle is. Very simple, but very modern and chic at the same time. I love the bottles. And then you just have like the ingredients here on the back, how much product you get. So each nail polish has 0.41 fluid ounces, and then on the bottom you just have the little sticker that has the name of the nail polish, as most nail polishes do. So I'm very happy with the packaging. I hope you guys are happy with it too. These nail polishes retail for $8.50, which I personally think is a pretty affordable price. It really was the best we can do, and I think the price tag is great, especially for the formula. In my personal opinion, of course this is my brand. That's so weird to say, but of course this is my brand, so I'm not gonna sit here and say the formula sucks. I think the formula is amazing. All of these nail polishes are opaque. They're not watery, but they're not goopy, and they last a really long time on my nails. Every formula I tried out, I made sure that it didn't chip. If one would chip the next day, like, oh, this formula, garbage, I hate it. I was on the hunt to make a nail polish that lasted on my nails. Now, everybody has different nails. There are certain nail brands that chip within 1 day on my nails, but other people I know say that it'll last a whole week on their nails. It truly depends on the person. All my closest friends would try out these nail polishes throughout the week and give me some feedback. My sister actually wore Brick Sidewalk like in a vlog. I was wearing them in videos all the time, like you guys saw. I really dedicated my time to this formula, and I am extremely impressed with it. I love it. So I hope it works for you guys as well as it works for me. It was also really important to me that this formula was 5 free, which if you don't know what 5 free means, it's pretty much a nail polish that's free of 5 harsh chemicals. Formaldehyde resin, camphor, I believe, and then like 2 other ones that I cannot pronounce. The nail polish is actually 7 free. It has like 2 other ingredients that are not in this that are harsh, and it's also paraben free and acetone free. So it's like 9 free. All of the nail polishes are cruelty free and they are made in the United States. I got some questions about like parent companies, but the parent company is me. And the manufacturer we use is cruelty free as well. If you want more extended information, like I said earlier, there is an FAQ page on KOPolish.com. That page also has a list of the ingredients for each of the nail polishes in case you really want to know each individual ingredient. Oh, I forgot to mention, as of right now, we are currently only shipping to the United States and to Canada. And I know a lot of you guys are really upset about that. And trust me, I am too. I want you to be able to get your hands on these if you do want to. So I know those of you in the UK are very upset, and all of you guys overseas, but nail polish is so tricky because of certain chemicals and things like that. Nail polishes cannot be shipped through air. It has to be shipped ground. So for those of you overseas, it would have to like go on a boat and all of that, and it would take weeks and weeks. So I'm currently trying my best to get a distributor overseas. It is definitely something I'm working on, so please bear with me. I think those were all the major details I wanted to talk about, formula, all that stuff. Let's talk about my favorite part, which is the colors and the swatches and the names and the creative part of this whole process, which is my favorite part. So I released 6 shades. This one doesn't have a sticker under it because this is actually an older bottle. It even has a completely different wand. Oh, I forgot to talk about the wand. But anyway, I accidentally gave the new brick sidewalk to my friend Stephanie for her to wear this week, and I completely forgot I was filming this video today, so I had to pull out my old brick sidewalk, which is the same exact color and formula. It just doesn't have a sticker or a brush. I'll get into the brush here in a second, but I created 6 shades to come out with first, and I'm pretty sure that's the way it's gonna look like from here on out. If KO polish is something people really like, I want to be able to create tons and tons of different nail polishes for you guys to wear. These 6 might not be your cup of tea, but hopefully in the future something will be. I kind of want to release collections seasonally, like fall, winter, spring, and summer, but I will have like some fun things thrown in between. I mean, I don't know where this can go. That's just in my mind, you know. I am currently working on my spring line as we speak. I'm not exactly sure if I'm allowed to tell you guys that, but I totally did. These are the 6 shades in the collection. A lot of you guys know this, but a few months ago I tweeted to you guys asking you what kind of brush you preferred on your nail polishes. I also tweeted you guys asking you what kind of formula you preferred on your nail polish. Your voice, your input means way more than anything. I want to make sure that I'm creating things that you guys love. Obviously, everybody loves different things, and I'm so happy to announce that I agree with you guys on most of the things. I did a little poll on Twitter asking you guys if you liked skinny brushes or like wider brushes in your nail polishes, and so many of you guys preferred a wider brush, which made me so happy because I prefer a wider brush. I hate skinny brushes in my nail polishes. It's just way harder to use, and your nail polish looks streaky if you have such a skinny brush. Oh, they drive me crazy. I don't like them. So this is what the brush looks like. It's kind of a medium-sized wand that's a bit flat, but it isn't too thick. It's not too fat. It has more of that paddle style wand. And I love that it's rounded at the very tip instead of just being a stark straight line, because the way that this wand is set up, it's really easy for you to get really close to your cuticle in the back, but without flooding your cuticle. And hey, I'm someone who struggles painting my own nails. I'm left-handed, so whenever I try to paint my left hand, it is a mission and a half. I struggle so much, and this brush helps me. If you're someone who struggles with painting your nails, I really believe that this style wand would help you. It's less messy in my opinion because it just cups your nails so nicely. Okay, so now let's get into each color now that I've officially talked about everything. So this is the shade ZOEY. This is actually our bestseller in terms of pre-orders. I mean, I don't know how things are gonna go on December 5th. This is the one that everyone was buying the most, which I totally saw coming. It's such a beautiful dusty mauve shade. I love the undertone in this, a little bit cool toned, but still a beautiful mauve nonetheless. This would look so good on so many different skin tones. A lot of you guys seem to appreciate that I had different hands on my website. I wanted it to be a major point that KO Polish doesn't only swatch things on one skin tone and one model. So on the website there are 3 different models wearing the same color, and I find that extremely helpful, and to show the public that you consider different races and different skin tones. So it was really, really important to me to show that KO Polish is for everyone. This beautiful mauve shade is named ZOEY, and A lot of you guys asked me to go into detail on why I named each product. I always do this, like whenever I do collabs, I talk about the names. And I've got to be honest, coming up with the names that's just my favorite part about it. ZOEY is actually named after Emilia's daughter. If you've been watching me on YouTube, you know that my best friend, her name is Emilia, and she has a little daughter named ZOEY, and she's also my goddaughter. So I was raised Catholic, Emilia was raised Catholic, so I haven't done it yet, but I will be there to baptize ZOEY. She's my goddaughter, and I thought it would be nice to name a nail polish after ZOEY. So the next polish I want to talk about is called Snickerdoodle, and it is this really pretty creamy nude. These all have, by the way, I forgot to mention that with ZOEY, but these all have a cream finish. None of these nail polishes have any shimmer, any sheen, none of that. They're not matte by any means. They dry glossy, they dry with a shine. All of these do, but they don't have any sparkle to them, which I know some people might say like, wow, why didn't you give kind of like options, not just cream colors? But these are my favorite nail polish. I also did a poll on Twitter, and a lot of you guys said you preferred cream nail polishes over shimmers. So I wanted the first launch to be solely creams. I love creams more than anything as well. Will shimmers be something I do in the future? Absolutely. I'm actually working on something that might launch on my birthday that might be shimmery. I don't know. So back to Snickerdoodle. This is a creamy nude. It is a neutral, but I would say it has a hair of warmth in it. Definitely not a cool toned nude. This is my favorite on tan skin. Oh my gosh. It looks beautiful on deeper skin tones, absolutely gorgeous. I love this color on my best friend Emilia. It looks stunning on her. And I named it Snickerdoodle because it kind of reminded me of the middle part of a Snickerdoodle. And if you don't know, Snickerdoodles are my favorite cookies of all time. So I had to name one Snickerdoodle. Next up, we have this bad boy right here, and it's the one I'm wearing on my nails right now. This is my third favorite out of all of them. This is a beautiful, deep navy blue, but there's like so much life to it. It's like a vivid navy blue. And this one is called Gumption, and a lot of you guys caught on to why I called it Gumption, which made me so happy. The movie The Holiday is my favorite Christmas movie in the entire world. It's with Kate Winslet, Jack Black, Jude Law, and Cameron Diaz. That movie makes me cry of pure happiness every time I watch it. It's the strangest thing, but that movie makes me so happy. And Kate Winslet has a moment in the movie. I was going through something kind of similar in my life, and that movie made me finally move on from the situation that I was in. And I felt like I had that moment at the same time Kate Winslet did. Like, that movie gave me gumption to do what I had to do. So I have like a weird connection to the movie and a weird connection to the word gumption. And next up, we actually have my favorite color out of all of them. This is a beautiful deep mustard shade, and it is called Caramello. And when I was thinking of what nail polishes I wanted to come out first, this is probably the first one I knew I wanted in my head. If you guys have been watching my channel for a long time, you know that I have had an obsession with Bobbi Brown's eyeshadow in the shade Camel. I knew that I wanted to turn that eyeshadow into a nail polish, so that's kind of where it stemmed from, that specific eyeshadow. And my mom actually came up with the name of this. We were sitting there, we were discussing what we could possibly name this, and my mom was like, se parece a Caramello. Like, it reminded her of that candy. And I was like, perfect, oh my god, Caramello, that's literally the perfect name. So that is what I ended up naming it. And I'm not just saying this because it's my nail polish, but I get complimented so much when I wear this freaking nail polish. So much, like more than anything. I get so many compliments. So I love Caramello. It's my favorite. Next up is my second favorite, and that is this guy right here. This is Brick Sidewalk. It's a very beautiful rusty red. It's a red, but it's like a terracotta red. And when I was doing the photo shoot for this nail polish, I wanted my lips to match my nails perfectly, so I mixed Havana Nights and Miami Fever together, and it created this shade like on my lips. I freaking love this shade so much. Out of all of these, even though Caramello is my favorite, out of all of these, this is the one that I've worn the most, and it goes with so many different looks. It just goes with everything. I rarely see nail polishes with this undertone, and Brick Sidewalk just came to me when I looked at it. Doesn't it look like a brick sidewalk? I don't know. Some names have no rhyme or reason. I just look at it and think, oh yeah, Snickerdoodle. Oh yeah, Brick Sidewalk. So that is why I named it, Brick Sidewalk. And then last but certainly not least, it's this beautiful deep chocolate. It's like a pure chocolate shade. This one is called Broccoli and Chocolate, and I got so many questions like, why the hell did you name that Broccoli and Chocolate? I was sitting at home and laughing on my couch because I posted a black and white photo of the stickers, and I kind of asked you guys to guess based on the names what the shade would be. And for Broccoli and Chocolate, so many of you guys thought it was like a greeny brown. kind of like a dirty green or like a brown with a little bit of like a green duochrome. And I was like, man, that makes perfect sense. They're gonna be a little shocked to see it's just brown. But I love these colors for winter and for fall. The name is actually an old Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen song. A lot of you guys don't know this about me, but I had a sick obsession with the Olsen twins. My sister was like part of the Olsen twins fan club. They would like send her books. We were obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley. We have all their videos. We would watch them all the time. We memorized them. I know every single word to almost all of the Mary-Kate and Ashley songs. And they actually have their first movie. It's called Our First Video. And it has their matching CD, and it's called I Am the Cute One. That was like their big song from that CD. And one of the songs on the CD is called Broccoli and Chocolate. It was one of my favorite songs on that CD. I love that song till this day. I think it's so funny. It's the weirdest freaking song ever. If you ever get a chance to listen to it, Google it on YouTube. Mary-Kate and Ashley, Broccoli and Chocolate. The weirdest song ever, but I loved it when I was little. And so when I looked at this shade and I was like, wow, that looks like a Hershey's bar. Like it looks like a true chocolate. Boom, instantly that song came to my mind. So yeah, those were all the colors. I hope you guys love them. I'm not a professional at nails. I'm not a nail guru by any means, but I'm someone who truly, truly loves nail polish. And if I can create amazing nail polishes for you guys, that makes me so happy. I feel like you don't have to be perfect at something to have a passion for it. I want you guys to know the face behind KO polish, you know, like I want you to know it's coming from me and it's coming from the heart. Creating these colors was so much fun. We actually shot a commercial for this line. It's gonna go up on my channel on December 5th, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It was so fun to shoot, and even though I'm so weird in real life, like I don't think people realize how weird I am in real life. I am the most awkward, most shy human being on the planet. I was that person in school that even though I knew the right answer, I would not raise my hand. I was sweating profusely filming that commercial. It was, oh my gosh. I love you guys. I say this all the time and I don't want to sound repetitive, but the fact that I am even holding these little bottles in my hands, it's so surreal. And when I saw Glamour feature the nail polish, don't get me wrong, it freaked me out. I had major but I still feel so grateful. And even though it's still a struggle, like I let myself get in the way of a lot of things. I hate traveling, it scares me so much. But you guys have helped me try to overcome that. I have found so many friends in this community. I recognize the people who always comment. You guys have brought out a more positive Kathleen. And thank you for continuing to watch and continuing to support me. And you guys are the reason I'm holding this in my hand, and I am eternally grateful to you guys. I can't wait to see where this KO polish journey takes me. Hopefully you guys love this brand. I put my heart and dedication into this. The night before the website went up, I was on the website literally like nitpicking every single thing. I wanted it to be something you guys loved. So yeah, I guess that's all I had to say. This video was more than just about showing you these nail polishes. It was about me saying thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching, for spending your time with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love all of you guys. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for now. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.